You can't make this up. Iran, the country that has long been a thorn in the side of global stability, is now taking a drastic turn toward China for weapons, making an already volatile situation even more perilous. In a shocking shift, Tehran is embracing Beijing for defense technology and military equipment, deepening the ties between the two countries in a deal that could shake the foundations of global geopolitics. Welcome back to American Info, where we bring you the most pressing news on international relations and their dangerous consequences. For years, Iran has been subject to heavy sanctions, leaving it isolated and cut off from most of the world's arms suppliers. But now, in what appears to be a new strategic pivot, Iran has turned to China, arguably one of the largest military and economic powers in the world, to fill the gap in its defense needs. This shift is more than just about weapons. It's about positioning. Iran is now embedding itself deeper into Beijing's sphere of influence, and this poses a serious risk not just to the Middle East, but to the global order as a whole. Let's break this down. The IranChina Partnership is no accident. The two countries have long shared interests, particularly in countering Western influence in the region. Iran, often under fire from the United States and its allies, has found an unlikely ally in China, which, while benefiting from a partnership with Iran, also shares a common adversary in the U.S. The latest reports suggest that China is ready to ramp up its military assistance to Iran, supplying everything from missiles to drones and advanced defense systems that will undoubtedly embolden Tehran's aggressive stance. What does this mean for the rest of the world? For one, it threatens to destabilize an already fragile Middle East. As tensions rise in the region, with conflicts in Syria, Iraq, and Yemen already at a boiling point, Iran's access to Chinese military technology could tip the scales. This is not just about more weapons. It's about an exponential increase in Iran's ability to project power and influence, not just regionally but globally. Iran could use these new technologies to fuel further aggression, potentially sparking new conflicts with its neighbors and even beyond. Now, let's talk about the broader implications. China's growing arms trade with Iran is just the latest chapter in a series of moves that signal Beijing's growing assertiveness on the world stage. With the U.S. focusing its efforts on managing multiple crises around the world, China has seized the opportunity to expand its influence through arms deals, economic partnerships, and military cooperation. Iran's willingness to cozy up to China, despite the U.S. and its allies' opposition, marks a shift in the balance of power, and this is a move that will not go unnoticed in Washington or elsewhere. For the U.S., this shift is a direct challenge to its long-standing role as the dominant power in the Middle East. Iran, now armed with Chinese-made weaponry, will be even more difficult to deter. This new military alliance signals a deeper commitment from China to support regimes that challenge American interests and values, and it could pave the way for more troubling alliances in the future. If China can arm and embolden Iran, who's to say it won't do the same for other rogue regimes or anti-Western governments? Let's not overlook the strategic importance of the timing here. Iran's move toward China comes at a time when the U.S. is under increasing pressure to address its own domestic and international challenges. With the U.S. dealing with internal political turmoil and a focus on domestic affairs, Iran sees this as the perfect moment to align itself with a rising global power. Beijing, for its part, sees Iran as a valuable ally in its geopolitical maneuvering. With its Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, making inroads across the globe, China can now use Iran as a pivotal partner to solidify its presence in the Middle East. This is a dangerous game that Iran and China are playing, one that could have far-reaching consequences. As Iran continues to expand its nuclear program and increase its military capabilities with Chinese assistance, the stakes get higher. The U.S. and its allies, particularly in Europe, are now left to figure out how to counter this growing alliance without escalating tensions to an uncontrollable level. The reality is, Iran's move towards China is a game changer in the global arms race and an indication of things to come. But what does this mean for ordinary Americans? For one, the implications of a stronger Iran-China alliance are not just confined to the Middle East. They are global in nature. The more militarized Iran becomes, the greater the risk of conflict spilling over into other parts of the world. What happens when Iran, with the support of China, takes bolder steps in regions like the South China Sea, Africa, or even Europe? The ripple effects will be felt across the globe, and the price of inaction could be catastrophic. And let's not forget the moral aspect. China, with its human rights record that's come under intense scrutiny, is now providing military assistance to one of the world's most repressive regimes. This move exposes Beijing's willingness to align with authoritarian regimes that perpetuate conflict and instability. The question now is, how far is China willing to go to further its influence and secure military dominance in regions that have traditionally been under U.S. influence? The bottom line here is simple. Iran's shift toward China is not just a geopolitical pivot, it's a warning shot to the West. It's a signal that Iran is ready to challenge U.S. interests with the backing of a rising superpower, and it's a wake-up call to the rest of the world. The U.S. can no longer afford to sit idly by as China extends its reach and arms adversaries like Iran. The world is watching, and the balance of power is shifting. This was today's important update from American Info. We want to make it clear that our videos are focused on delivering true, verified news and insights. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the American Info channel for more breaking news and in-depth analyses. Thank you for watching.